It's Jordan, super exciting road trip, part 5. Still alive. So I'm at the Coors Brewery Factory, which is right outside Denver, Colorado, which means I left Nebraska. Oh my God, Nebraska, you have nothing to offer me besides no cell service. But I'm at the brewing company and it's so cool and it's free and they give you free beer. And it's in, oh my God, if I was in PR for them, I would plug it. Golden, Colorado. So cool. Look at that. I have been surrounded by flatlands for the past 24 hours and these glorious mountains make me want to jump for joy and roll down them poetically. So at the brewing company, they mentioned that you could drive up this mountain and like hike and look around, and they're like, it's worth it, it's beautiful. And oh my God, it's beautiful. So I'm currently hiking in my dress and sandals. A Girl Scout's always prepared. It's one of those 127-hour moments where I'm like, oh, look, I'm alone. So this is a mountain, so this is definitely one of those areas where I could roll down, topple, which would be kind of fun until like I broke my arms and then my legs and then maybe something hit my skull and that cracked and then I started bleeding and you know, but it would be fun for probably like the first like minute or two, so thinking on the positive. So the whole time I'm driving up this mountain, you see the twisty little roads. See, I don't know if you can see them. But all I could think is, you know those car commercials where the cars are like zooming up the mountain and like driving really fast and they're like, do not attempt professional drivers. Like, I could never do that. I was driving 20 miles an hour and all I could think was, oh my God, I could die. And I can keep saying that and I'm not morbid or trying to die. It's just, there's a lot of cars and people on bikes and people going fast. And then there's that whole thing where you can tumble off a cliff in your big metal object. So I'm just... mental note, never become professional driver because I think I would pee myself. Speaking of which, I've decided on this road trip that if I could have 2 superpowers, the first one obviously would be apparition. The second would be bladder of steel. I think I could make so much more headway if I didn't have the tiniest bladder ever. And it gets to the point where I'm like, no, like, Jordan, wait it out like another hour and we'll stop. And I finally get to the rest stop and I stand up and I have to waddle to the restroom because I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna burst. And everyone's like, oh, stop drinking water. Don't hydrate. Don't hydrate. Are you kidding? Hydrating is probably my favorite pastime activity. So, apparition, bladder of steel. Just think that one over for a second.